I'm going to be reviewing the pentose phosphate pathway. Before I do so, I'm going to first review the coenzymes NADH and NADPH, which are in the reduced form, meaning gain of electrons. NAD+ and NADP+ are in the oxidized form of the coenzymes since they lost their electrons. NAD+ is more common in the body than NADH, while NADPH is more common in the body than NADP+. NAD+ participates in metabolic processes such as glycolysis, which is a catabolic pathway since it breaks down complex molecules such as glucose and releases energy for the body to use such as ATP. Meanwhile, NADPH is more common in the body and participates in anabolic pathways, which involves creating complex molecules from simpler molecules, usually as a form of stored energy. The pentose phosphate pathway is an alternative way to use glucose that occurs in the cytosol of all cells, just like in glycolysis. It keeps the oxidative state of a cell balanced, meaning in a neutral oxidative state. Since an imbalance can cause damage to DNA, RNA, and protein, which can lead to apoptosis or programmed cell death. The pentose phosphate pathway can be broken down into two phases. The first phase is known as the oxidative branch. The purpose of this branch is to make two molecules of NADPH, which is needed to make fatty acids and cholesterol. NADPH is able to participate in anabolic pathways since it's capable of donating its hydrogen electron and also acts as an antioxidant by detoxifying reactive oxygen species, which are disruptive to the cellular processes that occur inside the body. The second phase is known as the non-oxidative branch. The purpose is to make one molecule of ribose 5-phosphate, which is a 5-carbon sugar that is extremely important since it's needed to make nucleotides and nucleic acids, which are the building blocks of DNA and RNA. In one method of the pentose phosphate pathway, the process follows the steps in glycolysis. However, it diverts from the process at the glucose 6-phosphate and then re-enters at the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. The pentose phosphate pathway is common in liver and in adipocytes since they make lipids. The pathway is regulated by the levels of NADPH. High levels of NADPH inhibit the first step from occurring in the oxidative branch, but doesn't completely stop this pathway since NADPH is still needed inside the cell to maintain its oxidative state.